there folks, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you can make it because in today's episode, I'm going to share with you a recipe that is incredibly easy, very approachable for the beginner. So if you're just getting started in the world of sausage making, grab a pen and paper. This recipe is an absolute must. Today's sausage comes from Southeast Europe, the Bosnia-Herzegovina, Serbia area, and it's called Cevapcici. Now, there's a lot of different variations of this particular sausage, and at the end of the day, what protein you choose to use is completely up to you. I happen to have a variety of different proteins that I thought would work well in this sausage, and so that's what we're going to be using. And as always, in the description box below, you'll find a link for a printable recipe of today's sausage. Let's make Cevapcici.
This is going to be a fun sausage to make, very easy, and as far as the proteins go, you can kind of do whatever you want. I'm going to use a combination of beef, which is what we have right here, lean beef. We're also going to be using some lamb, whatever you can get your hands on, and then some pork shoulder. I also have some pork back fat that's already cut up. Pieces that are small enough to fit into my grinder. I chose this particular combination of protein because I already had it in the freezer, and I thought it would make for a good sausage. But if you just want to go lamb or beef and lamb or lamb and pork, whatever you want, I'm sure it'd be fine. Honestly, I don't know what the traditional, protein of choice is for this particular sausage, but I think our version is going to be super tasty. All right, everything is cut up into small pieces, and we're going to stick this into the freezer to partially chill it before we grind it. You don't want this totally frozen. It'll wreak havoc on your grinder, shave the meat, you'll have a very poor quality sausage. This right here is about 32, 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Notice it has a little bit of a give. It's absolutely perfect. And let's take a look at our grinding plates. For this grinder, we've got two plates. I have a 10 millimeter, that's the bigger grind, and a 5 millimeter grind. I think I'm going to go with the 5 millimeter grind for this particular sausage, as the 10 may be just a touch too coarse. But if you want to go 10 millimeter, not a problem. Let's get it going. I like that a lot. Great looking grind. We did everything one time. Let's put this back in the chiller and take a look at our spices. This Balkan uncased sausage is going to start off with your classic salt, pepper, and baking soda. Baking soda is going to raise the alkalinity, help it retain a little more moisture, and give it a unique texture. We have smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, and then our umami flavor booster, Savor Ye. We also have sauteed onions, and the weight of the onions will be in the recipe link that's in the description box below, as well as minced garlic. Quite a bit of minced garlic. This sausage should be slightly spicy, slightly smoky, and garlic forward. All right, mixing everything in the KitchenAid. We're making a small batch, so this 5.5 quart KitchenAid should be no problem. All we're looking for during this step is a sticky batter. We're going to add all of our dry spices. Our mixer is on a low. And this process actually happens super quick in a stand mixer, 90 seconds, give or take. We're coming back with our onion and garlic, and then we're going to finish it off with some liquid. In this case, we're adding water, but if you want to use, a collagen-rich stock, that would be even better. We're going to mix this a little bit longer until it's super sticky, and it looks like we are just about there. If you grab a small handful of the batter once you're done, you should be able to turn your hand upside down and it'll stick to the underside of your hand. I can tell you right now, based off of how it looks inside this mixer, we are done. Oh yeah, very, very sticky, absolutely beautiful. A lot of protein extraction here. And now it's time to form our sausage. So a lot of different ways that you could do this. I am going to be using a dedicated sausage stuffer. You do not need one. I like the 3/4 inch horn. It's going to give me a sausage that's roughly the size of my finger. But like I said, you do not need a stuffer. You could form these in your hand, roll them around, and then form your sausage. It'll be absolutely perfect. Matter of fact, that's more than likely the way that it's done. But for uniformity and expediency's sake, I am going to use this stuffer because I do think it's going to be a lot quicker and all of the sausage should be relatively uniform. So we're just going to pack it in there tight, try to get rid of any air pockets, and load it up. Now in this case, we're not going to be using a casing. We're only using the stuffer so that we can form the sausage just like this. So I'm going to let it come out roughly about the size of my fingers, just like that, until it covers all my fingers. And then I'll raise my hand up to cut the sausage right at the horn. Just like this. We've got 2.2 pounds loaded up inside of that sausage stuffer. We're going to go ahead and finish this up and I'll get right back to you. All right, these look great. At this point, you can freeze all that, stick them in a bag, and have them for later. Or you can go ahead and grill them. You know, it's a fresh sausage. You don't have to wait overnight, although you could if you wanted to. We're going to fire up the grill and give them a cook. I do feel like this is a sausage traditionally cooked over live fire. It's going to give it that signature flavor, that beautiful, you know, barbecue grill type flavor. And so that's exactly what we're going to be going after. And this is ready. Let's load up the grates and get these sausage cooked. Very nice. Loving the way these are coming out. I mean, this small diameter sausage cooks incredibly quick, and I'm loving it. Little bit of rendered fat dripping on that fire, causing that fire to flare up, giving it just that kiss of flavor. And we're done. These look great. The internal temp of the final product was around 150. And we're going to go ahead and put these on a tray and get to eating. Oh, I like it.
Time to taste the Cevapcici sausage. Check that out. Look at that beautiful little sausage. Very easy to make. Great sausage to make if you're just getting started. Don't have a lot of equipment. You know, we used our stuffer, but you can form these by hand. And just out of curiosity, if you're from the area where this is popular, the Balkans, what's the typical size of the Cevapcici sausage? When doing my research for this sausage, I found another sausage with a very similar name. It's called the Cevapi. I was under the impression that the Cevapi sausage is just like this, but maybe has either all beef, all lamb, or a combination of the two. Whereas the Cevapcici can have pork, which is what ours has in it. I honestly don't know. If you're from the area, can you help clarify the difference between the Cevapcici and the Cevapi sausage? I'd love to know. Let me tell you right now, this smells incredible. All of the aromas that you get from cooking on a pit are coming through beautifully. And as far as the spices that we used, I'm not really picking any one particular spice up. I am getting a little garlic, but you know, overall, everything's working really well together. It just smells like a great sausage. Just give it a bite. Don't let the size of this sausage fool you, because this is packed with big time flavor. This is absolutely amazing. I love it. The combination of proteins is really working for me, and the texture of the sausage is incredibly unique, and I think that's because we added just a little baking soda to the recipe. The spice profile, just like on the nose, it's actually eating really balanced, and overall, you know, you get this really nice barbecue grilled little sausage that's just a powerhouse of flavor. This is incredibly delicious and so easy to make. I would definitely have this on your short list of sausages to make, no doubt about it. Freeze is great, by the way. All right, so we've tried it like this, by itself, unhindered, amazing, but now we're going to try it the more traditional way.
All right, let's pull out some diced onions, a little ivar, and then some sour cream. I do have a little pita bread left over from the gyro video, and I'm just going to cut that in half. We're going to try to create a pocket full of this Cevapcici and see if we can have it the more traditional way. So I've got right here our Cevapcici on the side, just a couple of them. And we're going to see how many we can stack inside of this pita. We could build this up. It smells amazing. I love that ivar. Such a nice, peppery, smoky, kind of spicy spread. Wonderful, wonderful ingredient. I'm going to put a recipe link for that ivar. You can check it out for yourself. Absolutely delicious. Make a bunch. You will not regret it. Okay, we've got our onions, we've got our ivar, and then we're going to come back with a little sour cream. I don't believe sour cream is actually the ingredient that's used traditionally, but that's what I had on hand. So here we go.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. I mean, I can smell it from here. Oh, all of that is working for me right now. That's awesome. Let's just go on in. Wow. What a wonderful combination of flavors. The raw onion, acidity of the sour cream with that smoky, kind of like barbecue sausage. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. It's spicy. By itself, the Cevapcici is absolutely delicious, and I could eat a whole plate full of those finger sausages, but in this flatbread with these other ingredients, I mean, this is over the top. All right, I'm gonna have to get back to that here in a minute. You're gonna find a recipe link in the description box below for this incredible Balkan sausage, the Cevapcici, and you know, we used beef, pork, and lamb to make ours. I don't know if I would change a thing. I love the way that it is now, but if you only want to use one protein, you can certainly do that, or you can mix it up however you want. Whatever you do, let me know in the comment section below if you make it and what you thought of your results. If you have any questions about today's sausage, or you just simply want to correct my mispronunciation, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's episode, smash that like button, and if this is the first video that you've seen from me, let me just start off by saying welcome. How's it going? You caught us right in the middle of a month full of daily sausage making uploads. So if making sausage is your thing, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, because there's a whole lot more of this to come, and I don't want you to miss a single episode. Thanks a lot for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. All right. I'm going to share one more little bite with you guys, and then I hope you go out, get some meat, and make this for yourself, because seriously, yeah, it's that good.